But over time, those challenges help strengthen its roots. People often grow in the same way. The difficult moments of life can develop strength, wisdom, patience, and courage. This is why you should not underestimate yourself. The future may contain challenges. That is true. Life is not always easy. But it is also true that you are capable of handling far more than you realize. Imagine someone learning English. At first, even simple conversations feel difficult. They feel nervous. They make mistakes. They doubt themselves. But with practice, they improve. Months later, conversations that once seemed impossible become normal. What changed? Their abilities grew. The same thing happens throughout life. You grow through experience. You grow through effort. You grow through challenges. Many people spend years worrying about problems they have not even faced yet. They assume they will not be strong enough. But they forget that when challenges arrive, they will also have more experience, more knowledge, and more strength than they have today. Future challenges will meet a future version of you. A stronger version, a wiser version, a more experienced version. That is something worth remembering. Trust yourself. Trust your ability to learn. Trust your ability to adapt. Trust your ability to grow. Because life has already proven that you are stronger than many of the problems you once feared. Remember this powerful truth. You do not need to know exactly what will happen in the future. You only need confidence that you can handle whatever comes. And if you look at everything you have already survived, there is strong evidence that you can. Chapter 6. Stop living in imaginary problems. One of the biggest thieves of happiness is living in problems that do not exist. Many people spend more time fighting imaginary battles than real ones. They imagine failure before they even try. They imagine rejection before they even speak. They imagine disaster before anything has gone wrong. As a result, they suffer without a reason. Think about how powerful the imagination is. The same imagination that can help you create dreams can also create fear. It can build hope, or it can build anxiety. The choice depends on how you use it. Imagine a person preparing for a job interview. Weeks before the interview, they begin imagining everything going wrong. They imagine forgetting answers. They imagine embarrassing themselves. They imagine being rejected. Every day, they replay these scenes in their mind. The interview finally arrives. And most of those fears never happen. The problem was not reality. The problem was imagination. Many people do this every day. They create painful stories in their minds. Stories about failure. Stories about loss. Stories about problems that may never exist. Then they react emotionally to those stories as if they were real. This is why worry can become so exhausting. You are fighting battles that have not happened. You are carrying burdens that do not exist. You are suffering from events that may never occur. Imagine carrying a heavy suitcase everywhere you go. Now imagine that the suitcase is empty. Would that make sense? Of course not. Yet many people do exactly that mentally. They carry empty worries. They carry unnecessary fears. They carry imaginary problems. And these things make life much heavier than it needs to be. Successful people learn to separate reality from imagination. When a real problem appears, they face it. They solve it. They learn from it. But they do not spend all day creating problems in their mind. Instead, they focus on what is actually happening. This is a powerful habit, because reality is usually easier to handle than the scary stories we create in our imagination. Think about learning English. Many learners imagine being laughed at. They imagine making terrible mistakes. They imagine embarrassing themselves. Because of these imaginary fears, they avoid speaking. But when they finally start speaking, they discover something surprising. Most people are supportive. Most people understand. Most people are not judging them. The fear was much larger in their imagination than in reality. This lesson applies to many areas of life. The mind often exaggerates danger. The mind often predicts the worst. But those predictions are not facts. They are only thoughts. And thoughts are not always true. The next time you catch yourself worrying, ask, is this a real problem or an imaginary problem? Is this happening right now? Do I have evidence that this will happen? These questions can bring you back to reality. They can help you stop feeding unnecessary fear. Do not suffer twice. Do not suffer today because of something that may never happen tomorrow. Live in reality, not in imaginary problems. Chapter 7. Build faith in the process. One reason people worry so much about the future is because they want immediate results. They want success now. They want answers now. They want certainty now. They want proof now. But life rarely works that way. Most valuable things take time. A tree takes time to grow. A strong body takes time to build. A successful career takes time to develop. Fluent English takes time to learn. Everything meaningful requires patience. This is why faith in the process is so important. Faith does not mean sitting still and doing nothing. Faith means continuing to move forward even when results are not yet visible. Think about a farmer planting seeds. After planting them, the farmer does not dig them up every day to check if they are growing. The farmer waters them, protects them, takes care of them, and trusts the process. Growth happens beneath the surface before it becomes visible. Life often works the same way. Many of your efforts are creating progress that you cannot yet see. Every page you read, every lesson you learn, every skill you practice, every good habit you build. These things are creating future results, even when those results are not visible today. Many people quit because they expect immediate rewards. They work hard for a short time. Then they look around and say, nothing is changing. So they stop. What they do not realize is that success often arrives after long periods of invisible progress. Imagine heating water. The temperature rises slowly. At first, nothing dramatic happens. Then eventually the water begins to boil. The change appears sudden. But it was actually the result of all the heat that came before. Your growth works the same way. Your effort is accumulating. Your learning is accumulating. Your discipline is accumulating. One day the results will become visible, but only if you continue. Faith in the process helps you remain patient. It helps you trust your efforts. It helps you continue when motivation disappears. It helps you stay focused when progress feels slow. Think about your own life. Some of the best things you have achieved probably required time. You did not learn everything overnight. You did not become stronger overnight. You did not grow overnight. Growth happened gradually, step by step, day by day. The future you want may take longer than you expect. That is okay. The important thing is to keep moving, keep learning, keep improving, keep trusting the process, because every meaningful achievement is built through consistent effort over time. Do not judge your progress too early. Keep planting, keep learning, keep growing, and trust that today's effort is building tomorrow's success. The process may be slow. But slow progress is still progress. And progress, no matter how small, always moves you forward. Chapter 8. Live fully in the present moment. This may be the most important lesson in this entire video, because almost every worry about the future has one thing in common. It pulls you away from the present moment. Your body is here, but your mind is somewhere else. You are eating, but thinking about tomorrow. You are working, but worrying about next year. You are talking to people, but thinking about problems that have not happened. Slowly, life passes by. Not because life is moving too fast, but because your attention is always somewhere else. Many people spend their whole lives waiting for the future. They tell themselves, "I will be happy when I become successful. I will be happy when I earn more money. I will be happy when I solve all my problems. I will be happy when everything becomes perfect." But there is a problem with this way of thinking. Life is never perfect. There will always be another goal, another challenge, another responsibility, another problem to solve. If you keep postponing happiness until everything is perfect, you may spend your entire life waiting. This is why learning to live in the present moment is so powerful. The present moment is where your life is happening. Not tomorrow, not next year. Right now. Think about a beautiful sunrise. Many people see it but never truly experience it. Why? Because while they are looking at the sunrise, they are thinking about work, thinking about money, thinking about future problems. Their eyes are present, but their mind is absent. The same thing happens with family, friends, opportunities, experiences. Life keeps giving us moments, but we miss them because we are mentally living somewhere else. One day, people often look back and realize something painful. They spent years worrying about the future, and those years became their past. The future they worried about eventually arrived, but they never fully enjoyed the present while it was happening. Do not let that happen to you. Life is too valuable, too precious, too short. Imagine someone learning English. They constantly worry about becoming fluent. They worry about their accent. They worry about mistakes. They worry about how long it will take. Because of these worries, they never enjoy the process. They never celebrate small victories. They never appreciate their improvement. Then one day they realize they have made tremendous progress, and they wish they had enjoyed the journey more. This lesson applies to everything. Success is important. Goals are important. Growth is important. But do not become so focused on the destination that you forget to experience the journey. Because the journey is where most of life happens. Many people believe the future contains all their happiness, but often happiness is hidden inside ordinary moments. A conversation with a friend, a walk outside, a good book, a lesson learned, a family dinner, a quiet morning, a moment of laughter, a moment of gratitude. These moments may seem small, but together they create a meaningful life. When you are constantly worried about the future, you miss these gifts. The present moment is not just something you pass through on your way to the future. The present moment is life itself. Think about how many things have worked out in your life already. Think about how many challenges you survived. Think about how many worries never came true. Think about how many difficult situations eventually passed. Life has carried you this far, and it will continue moving forward. That does not mean life will always be easy. Challenges will come. Unexpected events will happen. Difficult seasons will arrive. but worrying about them today will not make them easier tomorrow. In fact, it often makes today harder. One of the most powerful habits you could develop is asking yourself, what is happening right now? Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. Are you safe? Are you breathing? Do you have an opportunity to learn? Do you have an opportunity to improve? Do you have an opportunity to appreciate something? Most of the time, the answer is yes. And that realization can bring tremendous peace. Living in the present does not mean ignoring the future. It means preparing for the future without being controlled by it. It means planning without panicking. It means working toward goals without sacrificing today's peace. It means caring about tomorrow while still appreciating today. This balance is where true wisdom lives. Imagine your life as a book. Every day is a page. If you spend every page worrying about future chapters, you will never enjoy the chapter you are currently living. And one day the book will be finished. Do not rush through the pages. Do not waste them on unnecessary fear. Read them, experience them, appreciate them, live them, because these pages become your life story. Remember this powerful truth: the future is not guaranteed. Yesterday is already gone. The only moment you truly have is this one. So use it wisely, enjoy it fully, appreciate it deeply, and live it completely. Because a peaceful present creates a beautiful future. Today we learned a lesson that can completely change the way you live. The future is important, but worrying about it constantly is not. We learned that the future is created by today's actions. We learned that most worries never happen. We learned the importance of focusing on what we can control. We learned to take life one day at a time. We learned to trust our ability to handle challenges. We learned to stop living in imaginary problems. We learned to build faith in the process. And finally, we learned the importance of living fully in the present moment. All of these lessons point toward one simple truth: worry does not improve the future. Action improves the future. Worry does not create success. Growth creates success. Worry does not bring peace. Presence brings peace. The future will arrive whether you worry about it or not. So instead of spending your energy fearing tomorrow, use that energy to improve today. Learn today, grow today, smile today, work today, love today, live today. Because today is where your power exists. And when you use today wisely, tomorrow often takes care of itself. Remember this: you are stronger than many of the things you fear. You are more capable than you think. You have survived challenges before. You have overcome difficult moments before. And you will continue growing stronger. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust life a little more. The future is not something to fear. It is something to prepare for. And the best preparation is becoming the best version of yourself today. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this lesson and want more motivational and English learning content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Keep learning, keep growing, keep believing, and most importantly, keep living in the present moment. Because life is happening right now.